Hello there everyone, how you doing today? I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be showing you my coda synapse build. Now first of all, how does this weapon work? Let me just spawn a few people and let me show you. So, this weapon is a beam weapon, but it's mostly a crit-based beam weapon if I'm going to be real. The crit this thing deals is very nice. Also, its special trait, because it's a coda weapon, it's gotta have a special trait, is that it gets bonus damage on headshots. So, how do I build this effectively to melt these heavy gunners or other steel path enemies? Well, first of all, you go for the usual arcanes on your warframe. Now let's see, we have Arcane Acceleration and Arcane Rage on our warframe, which supplement its damage. Then for the gun itself, we have Primary Merciless as an arcane, Galvanized Scope for when you get a headshot, you get more crit chance, which is very good for this weapon. And when you get a headshot kill, you get even more critical chance, pumping you up to red crits available for you all day long. We got Malignant Force for Toxin and Status Chance to mix with this weapon's natural electricity to go for Corrosive, so we can strip armor very, very easily. Then we have Prime Shred, mostly for the punch through, but it also gives us some more fire rate. We've got Vital Sense for crit damage, Vile Acceleration for fire rate, Serration for base damage, Critical Delay for a... Oh, that's cool timing. Anyway, Critical Delay for critical chance and Galvanized Chamber for multi-shot. So, basically, you go around the mission shooting things in the face with the beam, melting them till they don't exist anymore, and then carry on with your day. So how does this weapon work in an actual mission? Well, I'm so glad you asked. We are going to test it on a Steel Path Grenier mission. Let's head there now. Alrighty, we're loading up Draco on Ceres, because this is what I find the best mission to judge a weapon's worth on Steel Path is. So basically, we're going to go around the mission, shoot people in the face, and carry on with our lives. Also, I do gotta do that kleptomaniac mission for Nightwave now that I think about it. Anyway, hello there, I'm gonna shoot you. Die. Just start ramping up damage, as one does. Start melting everyone. And for those wondering why my aim is absolutely atrocious, that's probably mostly because I play on a controller. I could play on a mouse, but like, I don't really want to, you know what I mean? But this thing's damage is absolute. So, it's very nice to see. Anyway, shoot this thing so we can get that chain damage from our demons going on. Also, I forgot we have that challenge for corrosive damage for the day right now. I completely forgot about that, genuinely. Anyway, let me just special beam cannon you on to death. So this is the part of the video where I just yap about Warframe things. It's been rough streaming Warframe lately because I just don't know what to talk about when I've been playing Warframe on stream. Like, yeah, sure, it's a good game that I can play whenever I want, but you gotta be yapping if you wanna have your content do well, and I just find it very difficult to yap while I'm playing Warframe. It is very sad. It is very sad. Anyway, we're going to head to the life support area now and just wait until the Acolyte shows up and the 5-minute mark passes. We might actually get our corrosive damage challenge done while we're doing this video. Wouldn't that be nice? Anyway, while I have you all here, I would like you all to comment what weapon you would like me to make a build video on next, because believe it or not, I have trouble deciding what weapon to make a build video on next. Like, sure, you can go for new weapons that are introduced to the game, but like, there aren't always new weapons to make builds of. Oh, I just got Soundfire. Oh god, thank God Uriel has like that status cleanser, else that would have been rough. Anyway, blast them to oblivion. Yeah, the coda synapse really does a lot of damage, though. If I'm gonna be completely blunt, its status damage leaves something to be desired, the way I have it built. So if you want to rebuild it for status damage, you're welcome to do that. This is just my build. Like I've said before, I'm not Warframe build Jesus. I don't have the best builds. I just do builds about what I want to make. So, they aren't always the best. Like, one time I made a Galantine build video about something I enjoyed, and the Warframe community shat on me for it. I'm like, but weren't you guys supposed to be nice? I hear the Warframe community is nice, but like, I do not see the Warframe community being nice to me very often, if I'm gonna be real. Anyway, I'm gonna go pop the life support real quick before sir, I have to kill you. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm gonna go pop the life support before I forget. Also, that man's trying to chop me to pieces. Oh well, sucks to be him, I guess. But basically, I hope the Warframe community starts liking my build videos. Now that I actually have a proper method for making the videos, like, yeah, I'll just go for, first, we do the introduction and the build setup, and go like, yeah, this is how you build the weapon. And then, at some point in the video say, I'm not Warframe build Jesus, so hopefully they're nice about it. But then again, some people just don't know how to read. I do comic dubs on the side on another channel. I've been accused of stealing content before when I get permission and, like, credit the artist in the description. Like, people's inability to read really has been, like, a cancer on my YouTube experience, if I'm gonna be completely real. People's inability to read has made my time on YouTube very stressful. Anyway, let me just pop this real quick to recover. Pop this to just clear the area out. The acolyte should be showing up fairly soon, but not too sure it's gonna. Anyway, I try to avoid quote-unquote meta builds. Like, for example, when I do melee builds, I try to avoid melee influence when I can. But then people say it's got heat, so it's meta anyway, so I'm like, why do I even bother? Anyway, Acolyte's showing up in a second, so we're just gonna wait for them to pop on up. It is Angst showing up today. That's the flavor of today. So Angst has taken big damage from this, and they died a miserable death. So you could say they're having some angst. Bum bum ba bum bum bow chicka wow wow. That is a joke. I am a terrible jokester. Anyway, we're gonna head on over to the extraction now and do my outro. Alright, that is the end of today's video. Remember, leave a comment saying what build video you want next so I can know what build to make next time. If not, it's just going to be a Siam or an Azathane or something. Or maybe that Shadow I just got my hands on. Anyway, do all that other interaction stuff, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.